right, and we are off. And today we have Patty Rooney.
Hello.
No one knows where you live.
Nobody knows where I live.
do you live?
I know. Detroit-ish. Downriver.
Detroit-ish.
Yes.
That's so good.
I looked
Closest
her up
anybody's
before
ever
the
gotten.
episode because I need to know what's going on because I live under a rock like Patrick Starr. With the boots on. With the boots on, though.
Wonderful
Yes,
boots.
with the boots on, absolutely. I need to fucking work on my shoe game while I'm here because I'm home. So I'm like, I wore slippers and then I didn't wear slippers and then I was like barefoot for a minute and I was like, we can't have that.
At least you have socks on.
No one can afford it. I know. On my tiny toesies. Patty, really quick, plug the show that's coming up.
Yes.
That we are on together.
Thank you so much.
That you're producing.
Yeah, first one. It's called Best Batch Comedy. It's part of an International Women's Day festival at Batch Brewery. And there's going to be a bunch of stuff happening before the fest, like vendors, food, craft beer, a DJ.
Okay.
And then the comedy show.
Amazing.
And it's you. It's Tam White. It's Melanie Hearn. I'm hosting the lineup. I mean,
I think I just
Killer.
saw the flyer for this. Did you just post it recently?
Yes, we
Yeah.
were collaborators, and then I have massive OCD and like all the things, so I kept it on as long as I could, and I was like, I can't look at my grid any longer. It's like, because I have a whole pattern thing, and I'm like, this is why you don't have any fucking followers, Johanna, because
No, I
need
understand.
and it's like, I'm gonna fuck up the feng shui if I don't.
Nobody
Whatever.
cares about your grid but you.
No one cares about my grid but me, and no one cares about me but me. You know,
care.
and
I care.
I like know
care.
this, but
but
my
I know
brain
what you
is
mean.
like,
You're like, who? Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm like, oh, too much purple on this one. The next one has to be this.
I've got way too much purple,
post
and
the
then I'm like,
boyfriend
is it
too
just
much.
purple?
Yeah, well, because a
now?
lot of
'Cause
my
I fucked it
photos
up.
are taken at the indie too, and like we have the fucking purple, atmosphere, fucking whatever, and I'm just like, okay,
Totally.
my whole grid's purple. That's great.
I get it. I've kind of lost my mojo with the grid, because like
Good for you. That's how it's supposed to be. You need to just feed the algorithm. We need to be feeding the robots to keep them hungry, or not hungry, and happy and full and like the whole thing.
Yep. Yum.
And then that's basically what happened. The one clip that took off on TikTok of ours, it was because I was feeding the algorithm like on a schedule, for like 3-4 weeks. And then of course my mental illness was like, we're not going to do that anymore.
Right.
We're going to go back to randomly posting when we have the energy and the spirit to do so. So yeah, that is it. So please don't care about your grid.
Don't care.
I do, but also I feel like there's too many shows now. Do you feel like? I gotta promote them all.
Will drain me. It will kill me.
It
I'm
will
done.
kill you.
I'm done.
And
I'm burnt.
I'm very burnt at this point.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just redesigned a poster because I was like, I cannot share this to the public. Like it's just. There's
It's
so
exhausting.
many. It's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
Oh God, I'm so glad I don't care.
Yeah, I'm
and
so glad
have
you don't care.
nothing
Yeah.
to-
Because if we both cared, oh God, it would be
No.
so bad.
I mean, I care enough to look up the people we're speaking to before we speak to them if I don't know who they are.
Sure, absolutely.
That's
Yes,
what I
yes,
should
yes.
care about. That's
Yes.
my role.
Yeah.
And ignorance is bliss. However, social media is bullshit and y'all need to get into like SEO.
What's that?
Search engine optimization.
That's so sexy. I want to be able to do that
God.
so
yeah,
bad.
that's actually going to work better for you than social media because
What is
that's like a
that?
hit or a miss.
Yeah.
So it works better with websites, and I think you can also
sorry.
do a little bit of it with social media. But essentially, you know how you Google a thing and things rank high in the list?
Okay.
That's because of search engine optimization, and it involves like adding keywords to things. So like things that people search often that are related to you, if you use those keywords on the things that you post,
They're gonna be
and on
Googling
your
pussy
website.
and finding
The
each other's
SEO.
mothers.
Do I know the SEO?
Yes.
I do know a little bit about SEO.
You know her
That's
personally?
Yeah,
really
I know
cool.
SEO.
Yeah.
I actually do know somebody.
You
named
should
SEO.
introduce me because I need help.
She is.
We all
stacked.
need help. You could offer that as a service
I
to all
believe
these fucking
it.
comics. girl, you'd be making.
I literally
Truly,
don't have
you'd
time.
be making no money because we're all poor. But
Actually,
Yeah.
I have,
And you'd
I
have
so much
annoying
time.
messages in your inbox would just be disgusting.
I
Yeah.
volunteer to do so
That
many
part.
things all the time because I know how to do so many things, and then I don't follow through. Like I just offered to collaborate with a friend on like they had like a body horror film idea, and I was like, oh, I know how to edit. I know how to do this. You could just do this, 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 and this. And they were like, okay, so like you actually commit to things a lot, and you don't actually do them. And I'm trying to like, I'm really serious about it, and I want to do it on like a weekly basis. And I was like, I have too many weekly commitments, as in this, and that is actually it.
That's enough.
pets,
That's
a
honesty.
partner, a house.
I
You know.
also make
That
music
is a
once a
lot.
week.
yeah,
That's
and
a big one.
she's so good at it.
Thank you.
And everything I touch, I want to monetize. So I'm like, how do we get you to the Grammys?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
No.
no,
Because I'm
that-
disgusting.
I am that friend.
Yeah.
But I'm just so passionate about the people I'm around and the people I love that I'm like, immediately I'm like, okay, this is what we got to do. And then I'm like, I need to
Chill.
go take a walk.
Yeah,
around
yeah,
the
yeah,
block.
yeah.
Like,
I
what
feel
am
the
I
same.
doing?
I feel
to
the same
walk
about my
myself.
friends, but not myself. I'm like, I have a job. I don't need anything. I'm fine.
yeah.
That
but you're
sounds
such a
so healthy,
brilliant-
though.
Yeah.
You're just such a brilliant artist. I'm
I
sorry.
also
I
feel
need
like
to
if
listen
I
to this
started
music.
making money from DJing, I would not like it anymore.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you love it when your passion
know.
becomes your job?
Anything
Isn't that really
about
great?
that.
That
Sounds crazy.
That's crazy.
Who
I don't
would
know why
do
anyone would
that?
ever do that with their dick jokes. Yeah. No, I told Ross yesterday, I was like, I'm going to quit comedy. And I think I was half serious.
Even when you do quit comedy, you
How-
still be comedying.
I know.
When you say that to yourself, how real do you think it is in the moment?
I think it's very real in the moment.
Yes, yeah.
In that moment. It's the same with like, you know, the way that we or should be processing our emotions and reminding ourselves that this is passing and my body is an ocean and I'm made of molecules and whatever the fuck,
Molly?
right? I wish I was made of Molly. I would be way happier and funnier. And I'd be fucking more. But no, I just, I
Sponsored
said
by
it
Molly.
and I meant it in the moment. And I wish, and that was pretty much it. I don't know. I don't think I feel it today as much. And I'm hoping that it'll be gone by your show.
Tomorrow. I
don't know.
I can imagine that. I don't know. I had a moment over the holiday season where I was just like, what am I doing? Why am I doing?
You're doing the best you can with what you got.
Yeah, and I think I was getting too caught up in stuff that it's so easy to get caught up in stuff that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're unhappy and you're like, why am I so unhappy with this thing that I love? And it's like, oh, I'm focusing on not the thing that I love. I'm focusing on this random shit that's attached to it that actually doesn't have really anything to do with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes so much sense.
I'm so glad you're here.
You gotta be here. You gotta be here now.
I figured you all would
Be
get
here
it.
now. A book by Eckhart Tolle, which I listen to every night before bed.
That's hot.
It's about
Do you
living.
fall asleep to it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I feel
And it's-
like you are so cool. You make music.
She's the coolest.
Like,
Oh my
and
God.
then you fall asleep.
She's the
I
coolest.
seem like I'm a lot cooler than I am, but this is all a facade. I am masking. I am performing. When in reality,
Wow.
at home, I just kind of like lay there on
And you're
TikTok.
honest.
Yeah.
Stop.
I also am a compulsive
enough.
liar.
Just a little spice in the recipe. I love it.
But be here
You gotta
now.
have it.
Live in the present.
Be here
Yes.
now.
Because
I
there's
know.
nothing you can do about the past.
Yeah.
You also cannot do shit about the future. And you're focusing so much energy on the past and the future that you are not living in the present, and it is making you miserable.
You know what?
Yes.
That
That is
future
exactly what's
one.
happening. And I'm sure that's what's happening with a lot of people who are also listening and whatever, like all two of you. But you know, it's such a human thing.
Totally.
It's a constant struggle, especially if you do have ADHD. Like I make a lot of ADHD jokes, but I finally went and I did the sheet and they told me like, bitch, that's a lot of check marks. They
Oh,
were
you got
scared. They were
tested.
like, yeah, oh yeah.
I did
a screening and they were like, you've been unmedicated for how long? And I'm like, yeah.
When was that?
This was early last year, I want to say.
Oh,
so like
congratulations.
probably coming up
and I'm
on
so
a year.
sorry.
Yeah.
And it's been crazy. And then they were like, you need a little dash of Vyvanse. And I'm like, Yes, I do.
Yeah.
But now I'm due to go back and like revisit the wizard and
Okay.
be like, please help me. Am I
Yeah.
a Gryffindor? Am I like
Right.
where put the hat on?
Which
like what am
one?
I doing? Because it's starting to just like level out and I'm
Okay.
getting like it's not.
So you might need to like switch or do something like that.
I don't know. I'm like, hit me, dude. Fucking, let's go, dude.
I-
Higher dose, baby, or something. Because yeah,
Sometimes the higher dose gets a little weird.
I know that part too.
Sometimes you just need a little other thing to boost the
Plus
other
another
thing.
Yeah,
thing
take it
with
over.
another thing, and yeah. I could probably exercise, maybe see the sun. I don't know.
That's so hard though.
I see a holistic psychiatrist.
That's hot.
Yeah, they like made me do a blood test before they prescribed me anything, so they could be like, "Oh,
kinda love that,
actually,
though.
you're just vitamin D deficient, and you need some fucking iron. So eat some steak and take some vitamin D."
Yeah. That is what they tell everyone though. At
Yeah.
the same time, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like, I know, I'm unique. Which,
Yeah, totally.
That's just my narcissism, but you know, it's a whole thing. Which I'm sure they have a pill for that too. Maybe I need to get on that.
I don't think they do. There's too many narcissists really showing
Just
showing
listen
it
around.
off.
As Melanie said 2 weeks ago, you're not a narcissist. You're just whack.
Yeah.
Literally this
You're just a
fast
buster.
rolling up.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm just a buster.
Yeah.
So whatever
That
medication you have,
resonated though.
Yeah.
I know it was so
like,
true.
you're right.
All she does is ever speak the truth. We we fell off on like talking to her about like the theme of the pod, which we'll get into in a second. But because we've
I
had
was
her,
like, let's go. Like,
we've
I'm
had her
ready.
on. Yeah, we've had her on like multiple times, and she's always just like so fun to have. Obviously, she's
Yeah.
freaking like you know headlining, traveling, touring, like just the best. And yeah, having her on is just so fun because again, we just get to just like shoot the shit and like talk about stuff like that. Like the
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys thing was so good, and yeah, I just shout out Melanie. We love you.
Yeah, shout
Love
out.
ya.
Follow her. Love
I'm about
her.
to text her soon because I need her to scope some neighborhoods for me in my home buying process.
I need her to cook for me. Shit, that's what I'm
That
talking
too.
about. Yeah,
That too. I told her I'd cook for her a long time ago.
I want in on that family dinner.
And we've
Come
been
on
trying
by.
to bring the family dinners back, and our actual family isn't coming. So
Yeah. We got a spot open at the
Yeah,
table,
we got
Patty.
room.
I'll take it.
Come on down, girlfriend. I did want to briefly talk about what you were talking about.
Oh my
about your
God.
pants not motherfucker fit.
okay, so y'all might notice, but I wore these pants last week, which is fine because it's been a week and it's fine to
And
wear the
Selena's
same.
jacket.
And this is, I'm pretty sure Zelina, my beautiful wife, was wearing this jacket last time. But I had a whole different outfit on, and I've been working from home. We do like remote winter at work, so I've been working from home, and I've just been eating all fucking day. And I don't fit any of my pants with buttons anymore. And I had a moment where I cried for a little bit because I got to the point where I was like, for like, I don't know, probably the past like fucking 5, maybe 10 years, I've been like, I'm going to lose weight. I'm losing weight. I'm losing weight. I'm going to keep these pants that don't fit me because I'm losing weight. And then I finally got to the point where I was like, you know what? You're fucking hot. You're hot and you're fat. And that's
Yeah.
okay. And you're still getting fucked. And that's fine. And
Pop
so
off.
I started
Absolutely.
investing in like nicer clothes that were my body size. And then lo and behold, I suddenly fucking, I don't even know how much I weigh, but I know my pants don't button anymore.
That's you're speaking to my heart. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you said, like, you know, I started getting regularly fucked and
Yeah.
then you just are kind of like, that it's working.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. Like
I
Yeah,
can
it's
keep
okay.
doing what
still
I'm doing.
fuckable.
But now you can't fit in the acceptance pants.
That's it. You're fuckable, but
Luckily, you don't need to
now
wear
you're like,
pants. to
now you
fuck.
just need to accept yourself.
part.
And like, that part's so hard.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
you
the
are the
hardest
accept-
part.
And like I do accept myself, but it's hard to accept yourself when you need to like unbutton your pants to put your fucking socks on
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is.
Yep.
When you physically can't get
when
yeah.
you physically can't.
You just start unbuttoning the top button everywhere. Just like when you get a moment, just let it go.
I went
let
to
it go.
we went to Imperial the other day, and my pants were too tight, and I unbuttoned my pants.
that
at
place will tighten your
Imperial.
pants.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of salt on
I
those
was
chips.
walking around Imperial, and I was wearing a crop top with my pants undone, like,
Owning it.
hey.
yeah. 4 margaritas in because you know they be pouring strong.
I actually didn't have a single drink because I lost my ID. It was in the trash. And they carded.
Wait.
They carded me at Imperial.
Can we come back to that?
They carded my.
She was crying because her pants couldn't fit, threw away her entire identity.
No, the reason my ID was in
fresh.
the trash is because I went and got my meds from CVS and
Here we go.
the drive-through, and they always throw your shit in the little bag, and I threw the bag in the trash.
Oh,
Ah,
that one hurts me
that'll do
right
it.
here because I would do that.
Yeah, I
was
do.
like- I'm like,
I
I would
do
do
it once a month. I put a sticky note on my dashboard that said, "Take your shit out."
Undiagnosed
Gotta do it.
ADHD as a kid, I had retainers.
So the ADHD to retainer pipeline.
Yes.
It's real.
Here we go.
It's like, it's intense.
Amazing.
I had to dig through some cans.
Was your retainer tie-dye?
One.
Because
One of
One was all sparkle.
Was it the top or the
Yeah.
bottom?
top always.
Yeah.
Bottom
Top
are still fucked
always.
up.
You're like, hello.
Also, it's a racket because you go through it as a kid. I really needed it. My teeth were literally this way.
Oh, no
they were
shit.
horizontal.
Oof.
Teeth shouldn't be horizontal.
No?
So,
No, yeah.
so that's where I started. But yeah, they all shift by the time you're an adult, and they keep shifting as you're an adult.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Feels like a scam. Half of it. I think
Little
some
bit.
of it's not. Some of it is. It's one of those weird. I don't know.
It's like the chiropractor.
Yeah.
Like, why I gotta come
Exactly.
3 times a week?
Right.
Exactly.
I just wanted you to get me good once.
But would
It's
you
never
ever
once.
do Invisalign?
I
The adult retainer?
want to do Invisalign. I see some people getting sponsorships, and I'm like, sponsor me, baby.
Sponsor me away.
Because I can't afford it.
Just send them a picture of your teeth.
But I do.
That is a real thing. There's comics out there that are,
Yeah,
literally,
I know.
like
Yep.
Mary Santora, fucked up teeth.
her teeth look
Her posters
phenomenal.
in here somewhere.
Maybe if I
Yeah.
hit you in the face and we fucked your teeth up more.
More.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've always wanted to curb stomp someone, but I don't think I could do it
Ooh.
to you. You seem too good. You're too good to curb stomp.
Get me drunker and then just just kidding.
You want a shotgun a beer?
Meet
Has
my
anybody ever
other
shotgun
half.
a beer down here on the pod?
No? I know.
Ooh.
I guarantee John Mahar will at 8 p.m. when he comes here.
All right, I'll be
That
ready.
fucking psychopath. I love him to death. Okay, I do want to ask you, though. We got to get into it a little bit.
Yeah.
What's your mom like?
My mom.
Does she bake cookies?
No. For holidays
Is she
only.
a junkie? I'm like, it's gonna be either way. I'm like, it's gonna, yeah.
Where on the cookie to junkie scale is your
know,
mother?
I love my mom. We're close.
Yeah.
But always a but.
Always.
She's amazing. We're a lot of like I think she comes across as a very like soft and kind person. And maybe sometimes naive, but I think she's really anything but.
Oh.
And I think she's very spacey, but she's also astute, which is kind of she's kind of a contradiction, but
They tend to be.
they
these
tend
mothers.
to be. But no, she's funny, sometimes unintentionally, which is tough for all of us. And then sometimes she's funny on purpose. Like she's a silent killer. Like people will be joking around, tagging things, and then she'll just like say a one-liner out of nowhere, and nobody expects it from her.
Yeah.
But it's the funniest thing that anybody's said all night. You
Sure,
know.
sure.
So I think I would say not underrated, but like she's misunderstood in a lot of ways. Like I think she comes across as a very like sometimes naive, sometimes sweet person, but she's pretty fierce and she's
Do you think
pretty
she
cool.
does that intentionally? Like, does she want to be perceived?
no,
Okay.
which is really interesting because that would be more helpful if that's what it was
Yeah.
for her. Like she
Yeah.
did it on purpose. But I think she just wants to give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But she can handle her shit. So like if she gets disappointed by things, it's okay. Like that's kind of she takes
Sure.
that hit
Yeah.
of like I have a really positive outlook, but if something isn't what it seems or I might have not seen something, I'm not going to get bent out of shape about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What's her name? If you don't mind?
Vicky.
Vicky.
Oh,
okay.
Whenever I hear
Vicky
Vicky,
K.
it makes me think of fucking Fairly Odd Parents. Icky Vicky.
Yeah.
Did you ever sing that to her?
No, she
No.
wouldn't have gotten it.
No, she
I don't
wouldn't have
think.
gotten it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's never too late.
It's never too late.
Call her right now.
She's gonna watch this. I
I'm
did.
trying.
She will be like, "You talk about me. I'm gonna watch it."
Yeah. I heard it's called Each Other's Mothers.
Yeah.
Is Vicky mentioned?
Why I had to ask her. I'm like, I'm gonna maybe talk about you on a podcast. Is there anything like you just don't want me to say? And she's like, no.
Wow, you're
Oh.
smart and well
Oh.
prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
People come on here and they'll tell and they'll be themselves and it's the whole thing.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
2 days later, I get a message like,
You're like,
"Can you
"Actually-"
cut this part out?" And meh, meh. I'm like,
No, I cleared it. I was
Sure.
like, I want to like, yeah, because she doesn't really have any secrets that
Sure,
she
sure.
wouldn't
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
you in
Yeah.
a good conversation.
Yeah.
Like, she's a super honest. She's the most honest person. So she would literally tell you whatever you
Yeah.
asked. You
What's
know?
What's her sign? Do you know?
She's a Sagittarius.
Oh, my mother was a Sagittarius. We love a Sagittarius mother.
Love. My mother-in-law is a Sagittarius, and my youngest sister's a Sagittarius.
holy shit, you're surrounded. What are you?
Surrounded. I'm a Leo.
Oh,
how's
that's
that?
why you have great hair. How's that? Every Leo I know, it literally has a mane.
Wow.
It's insane. Every Leo I know has beautiful hair,
That's so
Except for Uncle Chris.
nice.
except for Uncle Chris.
Actually, he's got good hair for a man.
yeah,
He's got hair.
Is he a cusper? You know?
He is. He's on that Cancer Leo cusp, and he's more Cancer than Leo.
He's way more handsome.
Isn't that funny? So I am a Leo Virgo.
Interesting.
Cusper Virgo. I'm Leo.
Oh,
So I'm essentially
God.
almost a triple.
triple Virgo.
Except I have a Leo, which
Helps.
my gal who cuts my hair, she's like, that's fucking, you need to write a book about your feelings.
Yeah.
Because it's the Virgo and Leo are so, I would say, pretty opposite. In a lot of, or the way I would say people perceive those two signs is pretty opposite.
I would have to agree with that. Yeah.
You
a lot of people
know?
are, it is true about Cancers that, you're in your shell and you retreat
Oh,
and all
my
the
sis-
things, right? But Virgos do that too.
Yeah. Oh, big
And,
time.
Yeah, and people don't really give them enough credit on that because it's always like Cancer, you're a crab, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
but it's like no, I've dated a Virgo. Like
Yeah.
they fucking shut down, and they don't
Neurotic.
say shit until you ask them to say shit, and then they're
Totally.
like,
They think everything through. They're like obsessive. They're like
they're
studious.
They're
yeah.
planning.
They're planning the come up
yeah.
Right.
on the side. They're like, I am unwell. I need to plan.
Yes, yes,
I
that
need a
is
plan.
The actual whole
Before I
vibe.
tell anybody I'm not okay, I need to come to them with a plan.
Right. And they're like, I'm trying to tell everybody what's going to happen and nobody will listen to me. But I'm right.
Yes.
And then they're right and they're like, see?
And also, I shouldn't have to tell them. They
love
should just
Virgos.
ask me.
Right. But they are also always right.
They are.
I will say that. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just sucking your dick. Like they're
No, I mean, like,
always
I-
right. It's annoying how right.
I have friends whose sons, they're Virgos. My dad's a Virgo. He's textbook Virgo. It's amazing. I need to find out the rest of his stuff because he's
Yeah.
like textbook Virgo.
Through and through.
Yeah.
Oof.
So,
What's it like having a dad?
you know what? I got to say pretty fucking cool.
Are your parents still together?
Yeah.
Amazing.
They are. Yep.
Wow.
Do
God.
they still love each other? Do they sleep in
They
the same
do,
bed?
but they're crazy. But they love each other. Yeah, they're
That's good.
cool. They've got a great bond. And my dad's a good dad. Like he was the dad that friends would come over, like my girlfriends, and then they'd be like, I love your dad. Cuz like he's a dork. He's like he grew up like Republican and like thought he was a Republican. And then he had
And then
3
hit
girls.
a joint.
Yeah.
I wish he'd hit a joint. We're working on it. We're trying.
Amazing.
Come from a family of like
Yeah, yeah.
alcoholism for sure.
I see. There it
So,
is. That's what I was looking for. All right.
Hey, ask me and I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Vicky would tell you too. She's
Well,
no,
the name Vicky. Yeah. There's
She'll tell
got to
ya.
be somebody's drinking.
That's like a drunk
They're
fall
all
asleep with a
drinking.
cigarette name.
They've been.
That's what I'm
drinking.
saying. Like when I was like, does she bake cookies? And you're like, her name's Vicky. I'm like, okay. she's smoking something, but it's not cookies.
Oh,
Yeah.
So Parliament
God. I
Heights.
wish she. I wish she would. I wish she would.
Yeah.
Marijuana. I wish both of my parents would smoke marijuana.
How long have they been married?
I should know this. It's over 25 years, but
That's
I should know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's long enough.
Yeah, it's long enough.
Yeah, they got married on St. Patrick's Day.
Adorable. Were they hammered?
Could the
Yeah,
drinking?
oh, absolutely.
For the drinking.
Absolutely, for the
Yeah,
drinking.
Yeah.
It was like,
Are you
The
Irish?
church is already doing it up, so we're just going to tag it.
Yeah,
Her
yeah.
name's Patty, probably. Are you Irish?
Are you
Yeah,
Irish?
big fucking,
Yeah.
big fucking time.
I'm like,
Yes.
obviously her name's Patty.
Yes. So both of my parents were Irish Catholics born in a family of 9 kids.
Holy hell.
So my dad.
Where did they
Each,
meet?
Yeah, yeah.
each. No, oh, Jesus.
And then my mom's mom, my grandma, was from a family of 9. But they're from the
God.
south.
So
There's
how many?
so many
you have
y'all
so
just
many
creepy
aunts and
crawling
uncles?
around.
It is.
Like 30 something, more than
Yeah.
that.
It's a lot. And we reached like 50 great grandkids. 50 fucking great
Do you know all their
grandkids.
names?
I couldn't like list them off, but if I were to like sit down and do
Sure.
it's a lot.
Draw the tree.
I'll never
Yeah.
forget like one of my uncles being like,
Are you related to Connor?
Connor?
Connor Mead.
Could be.
I'm like, aren't y'all related?
Yeah, isn't that how that works? Do you have a quick story about your mom by chance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've got a lot of them, but you just when you said story, I was like, I like don't know why this popped into my head, but when I told her that I was gonna do this, I was like, you know, I might like I'm thinking about stories about you, and she's like, oh, are you gonna talk about the chicken bone? And I was like, yeah, that's the first. So
amazing.
my mom, like I said, sweetest lady ever, has a good sense of humor, but is spacey. Like I'm spacey. She's very, very spacey.
Yeah.
And in high school, my sister's boyfriend came over for dinner. And that wasn't a normal thing. Like we didn't like sit down and have like a dinner with a boyfriend.
Yeah, yeah. There's
Type of
50,000 of you. How could you?
Well, just our family. Our
I'm
family.
joking,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Because then when significant others meet the family, that's insane. But but yeah, he was like a kind of a weird, quiet guy, and it was awkward already. And I don't even remember how it got brought up, but his uncle had just like passed away.
Oh.
And my mom was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, what happened to him? And he's like, he choked on a chicken bone. And my mom lost her shit and just starts maniacally laughing. And she is crying and she can't stop. And like everybody is mortified. And the boyfriend is just like laughing nervously like this. He's just going, it was like
Was she serving chicken?
I want to say
wish.
it was chicken.
Yeah.
Really, and I don't know if it's because the memory is skewed, but I swear to God, my mom doesn't know how to
Just
make anything
serving
else
cunt.
besides chicken and like
Yeah.
a pork chop. She's not culinary arts, you
Yeah.
know, like it just. But like, and then when it would die, like when it finally, and I do that too, like I will get in a laughing fit where I can't talk, I just am crying and choking,
yeah,
essentially.
for sure. Well,
So, but it just kept going, like it wouldn't stop. So she'd calm down, and then she would just start laughing, and then she would just squeak out chicken bone. Anyways, that relationship didn't last.
How long did it last after
clearly
that?
not.
A long time. That was
Oh.
like I'm saying, like a half hour on and off of like her just losing her shit again, and then she still to this day like when it's brought up
yeah.
immediate. It's like I don't know.
I mean, you asked her.
like a
you
psychological
you were
thing
talking
that,
to her
it's
about
meant
this,
to-
and she was like, "You can't tell him about the chicken bone." Like she's
Yeah.
like almost like excited. Like
In her defense, that's kind of like a punk ass way to go out.
it really is, and a hilarious way.
It was.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. She's something.
Yeah, that's very cartoonish. I get it. It is. No, I probably would have laughed as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Good on you, Vicky. Do you have a mom of the week by chance? Because we're bringing that back. It's okay if you don't. No pressure.
Yeah, my sister.
Let's fucking go.
My sister. She's a new
Okay.
mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
And she's a badass.
Yeah?
And it's been the coolest thing to watch her become a mom.
Did you guys get along your whole lives? Besties?
I'd say high school was
rough.
bad.
You're older, you said? She's your little
I'm
sister?
older. Yeah,
Okay.
I've got 2 younger sisters.
And you're the oldest.
Yeah.
Ah, your family raised 3 girls.
Yeah.
Okay. So your dad's no longer a Republican.
No, that was the thing.
Okay.
Exactly.
He was like, wow, women are real. They
Yep.
have their own bodies and their rights.
And it's funny because he always was that way, but he thought the Republican Party was something it wasn't.
Well, Abe Lincoln was a Republican.
That's fair.
Exactly. So he was more like, it's a tradition. It's a blah, blah, blah.
Sure,
it's a
sure.
thing. And then you can't have, a feminist wife and then 3 daughters and continue.
No.
It's not sustainable.
It's not.
No.
No. So
Well, glad we flipped one at least.
totally.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What's your dad's name?
Tim.
Ah, Tim
Yeah.
and Vicky.
Tim and Vic.
Getting married on St. Patty's
Wow.
Day. Ah, well,
Are they both Irish?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, yeah. Big
Keeping
time.
it
hot.
in the family, you know?
yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
Yep.
Where are they each from, real quick? Are they from Michigan?
Ireland.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, right? Jesus.
Dublin.
Kalamazoo and Ludington.
Is where they grew up.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Okay. And they just, how'd they get to Michigan?
They.
What's their...
In Michigan,
Well, like-
Johanna.
No, I know, but I mean, like,
So my mom's
because I'm
from
thinking
the South.
of like families that come from the East Coast and like, you know.
yeah. I recently did like a deep dive, and that my dad's side, I thought was like straight up like couple generations away from Ireland.
Sure.
Not the case at all.
Got
Like
it.
it was way more, and then it splits off into like mystery. So I don't know. It's like I think French, but I don't know.
That's hot.
I thought that was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then my mom's family's from the South.
Okay.
So that's where
I'm
mine's.
so intrigued.
It's it's a lot.
Yeah. I usually don't care this
Yeah.
much about white people, but this is cool.
I'm here to represent.
Irish are
I'm here
hardly
to
white
represent.
people.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
Well, and same with
Thank you so much.
Italians.
I'm so glad to be.
Yeah.
You're welcome. As a black woman,
Literally. You got
Thank
a
you for
black,
seeing me.
you got a black person and a Hispanic woman being
I call
like,
that nigga Irish.
yeah. there you go.
But you
there
can't
go.
say it.
Nope.
Don't say it.
Well, it's funny. Both my sister, my middle sister, and I, we both married Mexican men.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Me too.
Wild.
For
Not
real.
married
And I
as a
am a
woman.
Mexican man. Crazy. Wait, I don't think I've ever met your partner.
Yeah, he doesn't look Mexican,
Okay.
so big Scottish too. But yeah, Perry.
Perry.
Yeah, Perry.
Aww.
Yep.
Perry. Sorry, had to.
With an I?
With a Y.
Oh.
Perry and Patty? I will kill myself.
It's
That
gross.
is.
It's really gross.
And then you guys are in love and shit. Oh.
He's cool.
How long have you guys been together?
16 years. 16 years.
What?
Yeah. Big. Yep.
You're joking.
No.
Did you meet when you were 2?
Yep.
Okay.
Child bride, betrothed.
Hell
as
yeah.
you do in the Irish culture.
As you do.
Exactly. And the Mexican culture, yes.
in the Mexican culture.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But yeah. No, I was 18 and this sounds bad. I was 18, he was 16.
That
we
doesn't
started
sound
dating.
bad.
That's
And
fine.
then- yeah, we've all been there. Yeah. I had an 18-year-old bring me roses to one of my basement parties that I should not be throwing at 16. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you get hot early. Whatever.
Yes.
Totally.
Fucking a 27-year-old heroin addict when I was 17.
And
but
there
that's
you
a
have it,
different
folks.
story. So, but anyway, Perry.
Nice boy, Mexican Barry. Amazing. All right, we do have to wrap it up. We're trying to keep them short. Even though we could talk to you for 3 hours.
We could hang out.
Come back anytime, please.
For family
Thank
dinner.
you.
Yes, and for family dinner.
I'm ready for
but-
the dinner.
Yes, yes, but also just on the mic anytime. Where can we find you on the internet?
Ooh, you can find me, Patty Rooney, at pretty much everything. I mean, that's my Instagram name.
Yeah.
That's the YouTubes and the website. So yeah, Patty Rooney.
I forgot to mention, Patty was an improviser. Is that
Yeah.
what you call? You?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know your culture. An improviser for so long, and then you got into stand up, and you've been killing it at stand up. And I'm so happy that we
Thanks.
became friends through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been really, really fucking killing it. So,
I've been trying.
It's been fun
I
to
appreciate
watch.
that.
Yeah.
That's really nice to hear.
of course. Where can we find you?
itchy snitch.
In a CVS bag in the
I had a
garbage.
moment because I was like, "What's my SoundCloud?" I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be that bitch
You
now.
should be that
you to
bitch.
say the
I
SoundCloud.
literally do not remember what my SoundCloud
You
is.
can drop
I
the
will
link.
let you know in the next episode. But itchy snitchy on all platforms except for SoundCloud. Also, I just thought of something.
Yes.
Your people, the Peruvians,
Correct.
saved her people, the Irish, from the famine with your potatoes.
Yes.
So you
Thank
have
you.
a cosmic link.
Yeah.
Where can the people find you, Joe?
At Johanna.Madronda. Again, the Independent Comedy Club, Don't Tell Comedy, Patty's show coming up. We're around. We're telling dick jokes. We love you.
Wait, when and where is Patty's show? I don't think we said that.
March 8th, 8 p.m., Batch Brewery.
There
We
you
might
go.
have
It's
said
gonna be
that
great.
now that I say that. I'm just making sure.
The name of the show one more time. I should know this.
Is Best Batch.
Best Batch.
Best Batch Comedy.
Are you going to be doing it monthly?
No, this is a
Pop-
one.
it's just a
best
quick
batch.
pop-up.
It's
This
the best
is
batch.
The Best Batch.
Yeah.
We're just getting it out, and that's
Hell
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tam White, Melanie Hearn, Johanna Madronda, Patty Rudy. Be
Stacked.
there. Yeah. Okay. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Louis, Fendi,